Security checking me out for some reason. In other news, a bird on my bag. Time. The only real resource we actually have, right guys? What do you mean you haven't watched that video yet? Check it out, son bitch. Actually getting a bit warm now. Time to release the guns. The cannons.
Did you notice across the road is the Royal Academy of Music?
I didn't know. Millions of years of evolution so that people can become YouTubers. I really have wasted my life. Excuse me, is it free to get in? It is free, okay, thank you. No, this is boring, this is butterflies and stuff. I want something that tears someone's soul out, you know what I'm saying? Some security guard just giving me the eye there, I don't know what that was for. The sounds of London. Oh, here we go. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. Welcome back to another video, and you join me on my third and final day here in London. And today I've got something a bit different planned. So I've spent quite a lot of money over the last couple of days, so I figured I'm going to try and do this last day as cheaply as possible. Now it's currently 10 AM and my coach from Victoria back home is not leaving until 6 PM. So I've got 8 hours to spare and I'm going to try and do them as cheaply as possible. Now this isn't going to be one of those videos where I sign up to a bunch of apps and pretend that it's my birthday and get a free Krispy Kreme donut or anything like that. I'm going to give myself a budget of £20 in regards to food throughout the day. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try and visit as many places as possible that are free and see what I can do. So the hotel that I'm staying at is about a 20-minute walk away from Camden town. So I'm going to head there first because it's a nice place to just have a look around, get down to Camden Lock. Might be able to follow the river some places afterwards. And like I said, I'm just going to see what I can do in this 8 hours and just go to as many free places as possible and try and have a good time and just see London for free, see what's going on. That was actually a pretty quick walk. It said 30 minutes on the Google Maps, but I actually got here in 15, so your boy ain't messing about. Let's see what Camden's doing. The reason I chose Camden to start, by the way, I figured I didn't really want to take the tube anywhere, so I'm walking around everywhere that I go. So what I'm going to do, I've started at Camden because it's the northernmost point of the things that I'm interested in, and I'm going to slowly walk my way back to Victoria through all the parks and cathedrals and museums and all that sort of stuff. So it should be fun. I'm quite looking forward to this. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Electric ballroom. Saw suicidal tendencies there. Got your old Forbidden Planet there, that's always worth a view. For nerds. I don't think I've ever actually been in this bit, so let's have a little look. All right, Gary. Drunk many a pint back in there in the day. Did that sentence make any sense? Not sure it did. I'm not actually interested in really looking into many of the stores today, just kind of soaking up the vibe and having a look around before heading on to the next place. I just like Camden. I've heard this place is pretty bad at night now, but during the day, it's a pretty good place. The Oxford Arms, another one that I've frequented many times over the years, and the Elephant's Head. I used to drink a lot, y'all. Crazy son bitch. I don't touch it now. Oh, gonna get run over. Not feeling the food right now. Gonna save that till a bit later on. Which is a bit of a shame because we got some wonderful food in Camden. It's one of the things I used to like coming for so much. But we're approaching Camden Lock now. This is where things get a little more colourful. There's Camden Lock. That infamous sign, we've all seen it before, Coco Art Studio. Here we go into the food market. A lot of great food around this place, so it should be quite fun, I think. We've got these fantastic eating establishments. So much good food around here. Now, although a lot of YouTubers who do these sort of London for free videos, they quite often come to places like this because they give out lots of samples. A lot of the stalls give out free samples, but like I said, I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm not really that hungry. Maybe I'll regret that in a bit. But for now, let's just take it in. Nice. A lot of you see I'm rocking my biohazard tee today as well. That's what I'm about. A video I was considering doing around here, actually, they've got, I know some popular videos are people doing like viral TikTok videos and stuff like that. There was one that does like these crazy chips. I can't remember what it was called. Steaks, fries and sauce, I don't know what maybe I'm looking at the wrong place, I don't know. Anyway, the point I was making is a lot of people do the viral TikTok food stuff around here, and I was thinking of doing that, but I'm not doing that, so. Security checking me out for some reason. I'm just a white boy trying to get paid. Oh, copyrighted music. Duck World, thank God. Some cool places in here, man. Like I said, I'm not here to spend money. But it's kind of, you know, sometimes it's nice to just window shop, you know what I mean? Get the vibe going, see what's going on. Just enjoy the place. If nothing else, it's just getting me used to filming in front of people. I think it's going okay. I think it's doing well. So it's a pretty vibrant place around here. I've always enjoyed Camden. Oh, bit of Ghost. There's so many places for metalheads around here. Maybe that's why I love it. As a metalhead myself, so much copyrighted music going on. Hans and Gretel Gelato. Never seen that place before. Like I said, I know there were a bunch of places that are really popular on TikTok around here, but I can't seem to find them. Funky Chips, that's the one. Funky Chips, that was one of the ones that I was talking about. Apparently those chips are absolutely phenomenal. So I'm not hungry at all right now, which is a real shame. But hey, I think that'll do. I think we're gonna head out of Camden now, move on to the next place. I've got a lot of distance to cover today. There's a lot more I could do in Camden, easily. Camden guitars over there as well. Good Camden guitar. But yeah, I think it's time that we head off to the next place and see where we're going. So I was just looking at the map, and the next place of interest, it's only about 15 minutes walk from here, is Regent's Park. And this will be quite nice actually, because it's going to take me along the canal. So we're going to get on the canal and well, we're on the canal now, but we're going to get back in the right direction. We're going to walk in that way, and we'll check out Regent's Park. It's huge. I think London Zoo's there as well, which of course I won't be able to go in because it costs money, but we'll have a little look around and we'll see what's about. I don't know if I've ever been to Regent's Park before. Actually, I've been to Hyde Park and, you know, all around Buckingham Palace and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if I've ever been to Regent's Park, so a bit of a first for me. This is one of the cool things as well about walking around London as opposed to just getting on the tube. You actually get to experience a bit of the place and see what's going on, you know what I mean? As opposed to just, I've been here for 2 days already and I've been on the tube quite a bit. And breathing in that air in a tube station is really not good, you know what I mean? So I'm more than happy to be out in the fresh air for today. Mofos be filming too. Everyone's a filming. One thing that really annoys me, and this is my hippiness coming in, just simple stuff like all the rubbish that you got around. It just really bugs me because people have got so much, they can easily buy all the food, but then they just throw it away at the end of it. You know, it's that whole metaphor of it never weighs less than when you've actually got rid of it, and that's when everybody just throws it all on the ground. It really annoys me. It really does. See what I mean? All this here, look, just left. Really bugs me, man. Well, I suppose, to be fair, it's by a bin, but see, this is a side of London you don't get to see unless you're walking around, you know? And you're just stuck on the tube all the time, you never see any of this sort of stuff, so it's really cool. I've got to say, something that I've been really considering for a long time is getting like one of the barges, you know? You're going to see them in a minute. I'd love to live on one of those. Yeah, we've got the canal boats, the barges. They're really cool. I'd love to live on one of those. I'll tell you what though, people, I hope that my energy levels last better than this GoPro battery. It's burning through it well quick. I don't know what's been going on with them lately, but I got spares. Let's have a roll. So I was just walking past, looks like we got ourselves a nice church. Might have a quick look in there, see what's going on. Oh, it's closed. That's a shame. It's a shame. I wouldn't have minded having a look in there, but that's how it goes. And I'm guessing that this is now Regent's Park. So we're off the canal. Regent's Park, London Zoo entrance. As I said, we're not going to the zoo. Not only am I not going to the zoo, I don't particularly appreciate that stuff anyway. It's kind of, the older I get, the more depressing I find it, seeing animals locked up. Anyway, that's not what this is about. There we go. A bit more of a, oh man, look at that barge over there. Is that a Chinese restaurant or something maybe? That looks cool. I'm digging that. Really cool. So I think I'm just going to have a little march around for a bit and just see where I end up. Stay away from Google Maps for a bit and just enjoy the now, as he says, with a camera pointed in his face. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to look at Google Maps, but that doesn't mean I can't look at this map. So I'm here right now, and I figure I'm going to walk down here, check out Queen Mary's Garden, and maybe the boating lake. I'll go and have a look at the boating lake afterwards, see how we're doing for time. Madame Tussauds is where I was yesterday. What do you mean you haven't watched that video yet? Check it out, son bitch. Yeah, check out Queen Mary's Garden and then go from there and see where we're going. Now, one thing I do want to have a look at afterwards is the Natural History Museum. I believe you can get in there for free, so I'm going to check that out. And I think that means that after Regent's Park that we walk through Hyde Park. So I've kind of got a vague idea of where it is I'm going or what I want to achieve today, so should be good. I have to say I'm kind of glad that it's a little bit cooler today as well, because it just makes walking around for all this time so much easier. Just keeps me that little bit cooler. Okay, yesterday was quite muggy, so it's actually pretty good for me, to be honest with you, which is all that matters. Let the weather be shit so that my day be more pleasant. Yeah. It's definitely a big old park, this. I do actually kind of vaguely remember it coming here years ago now. But I can't remember what it was. So that was pointless. See, once again, this is the beauty of not travelling by tube, because I'm out here in nature now. You know, 1 minute I'm in the big city, surrounded by concrete and steel, which is pretty metal, by the way. Now I'm in nature, which is pretty metal, by the way. This is cool. See, this is what I want my channel to be about. Just me walking about places and taking in the sights, taking in the sounds. Yeah. Words. So we're now approaching Queen Mary's Circle or something like that. Queen Mary's Hole, maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll check it out when we get over there. Bit rude. Queen Mary's Garden, there we go. Got a cafe here, which will probably be completely overpriced, but we'll see what it's like. Ah, hang on, we got some gardens. Let's go. Rock and roll, apparently. Ah, here we go. Nice little bit of wilder. It's always nice to see some wilder. I think we might have a bit of a sit down. I've actually been on the move for about, what's the time? It's 11:46, so nearly 2 hours I've been walking already. Doesn't really feel like I've done a huge amount, but I've got a feeling the last couple of hours are going to be quite intense, and that, you know, the closer I get through the city, that the more intensive stuff there's going to be, if you know what I mean. Looks like we got ourselves a Japanese garden island. Is that closed off as well? That's closed as well. That's the only problem, you know. It's cool coming around these places, but a lot of times there's construction being done and repairs, which I understand. I accept it. I let them have it. Oh, that's kind of a nice little thing. Actually getting a bit warm now. Time to release the guns. The cannons, you know what I'm saying? So I've been in this park now for about half an hour. It's all cool and everything, but I got to admit, I'm kind of craving the city again now. So we're going to get out of here in a bit. We've got a bit of a stretch to get through to get to Hyde Park. And then we should start getting us some cool stuff like the National Gallery and all that sort of stuff. See, they got this really cool open air theatre, but it's all closed up. So I don't know if you can get in there. Is that the entrance? Or trying to find the entrance to the. That's where I came in, I think. I think that's where I walked in. I think over that way somewhere we've got the open air theatre. It really. One thing I've noticed, like when you're vlogging in front of a ton of people in the streets, it's kind of okay because you kind of blend in many ways. But when you're in a place like this and you bump into people kind of, you know, on a more individual basis, people really get kind of like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, really nice gardens, but I'm kind of getting bored now. Your boy fancies the hustle and bustle of the city. Let's hit it. So my next stop I'm going to put in is Marble Arch. I'm going to walk towards there now. That'll get us back into the city for a little bit, also take us through the city. That's going to get us into Hyde Park. And then once we're at Hyde Park, we'll take it from there. But I think the Natural History Museum is, that's kind of the thing that I've got on my mind the most right now. It should be cool. One thing I like about these little explorations as well is like you start seeing how everything links up. You know, when you're traveling around by tube, you get off the tube station, you get off at certain points and you explore that area. So there's a lot of it at London I actually know very, very well. But so much of it I don't. But it's kind of cool being through this park because I was in here filming the intro for last week's video. And I was actually filming it down there because we're gonna get to Madame Tussauds in a bit. So it's kind of cool to be walking through this way and linking up to where I started the video yesterday. And at that point I didn't know, I didn't know what was all back there, you know what I mean? So it's kind of cool to just sort of, to learn how everything links together and just gives you that better understanding of the city, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm back exactly where I was yesterday. Or should I say last week's video at this point. That was my tourist trap video, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, just kind of cool. Because now, for a little while, I know exactly where I am and which direction I'm going in, you know what I mean? As I scratch my ear, very unprofessional. Not sure what church that is. Maybe I'll quickly jump over and have a look. St. Marylebone Parish Church. Oh, yeah.
Go to the church?
Is it? Yeah, can I go through?
Yes, it's fine. Just to explain, you can hear the organ music.
Yeah.
Did you notice across the road is the Royal Academy of Music?
I didn't know.
The organ, it's okay. The organ students come to us to practice on the organ. So you can hear the music now. It is because there is a student.
Nice. Okay, no problem at all. Thank you. Churches, I really do. The woman I was speaking to when I walked in was saying that the Royal Academy of Music is across the road, and apparently the person playing the organ, they have people come over and they practice, so that's pretty cool. Lovely little pit stop there as I fall down the stairs. Yeah, so I was just in there for 10 minutes, chilling out, soaking up the vibes. I really do enjoy being in churches, they're just so relaxing, I just love them. And it was really quite nice. There was an Italian family in there by the sounds of them, and the father was just the father of the family, not the father of the church. The father was just looking round and with such a big smile on his face. He was absolutely vibing on it, absolutely loving it. I love that sort of stuff, man. It's great. In other news, a bird shat on my bag. So that's happened. But here we go. Here we are at Madame Tussauds again. So that's where I was. So that's where I was yesterday. But we're not doing that today. We've already done that. We've already done that tourist trap stuff. So today we're going to take a walk. I think I should have probably been heading back down there, but sorry, we'll get a next left, I think. So we are very much back in the hustle and bustle of the city again. Just walking through Marylebone, I think it is. Maybe wrong, but who knows. I'm feeling really revitalised now. After that little church pit stop, just made me feel that much better. Just kind of mull on things for a little bit. Bit of gratitude. And something that I need to report is that I have just gone and spent £9.05 on a pret-a-manger, which is not good. But problem is, when you're in London, there are so many stalls and that you can go to, but everything's so damn expensive. They're just, you know, it really is difficult to keep to a budget. So I'm £9.05 down, but that's going to keep me going for quite a while now. I'm hoping I'll be able to spend it on a bit more interesting food when we get closer to Victoria and close to getting home. Like I said, that'll keep me going for a while now, though. That's good. Some pretty cool buildings around here. So we're fast approaching Marble Arch. I want to stop and eat my food and see what we can do. Here we are, Marble Arch. Although it's a lot of construction going on it. Seems to be pretty much the thing that's happening today. Everywhere I go, there's something going on, but I suppose there's money being spent, which is good, I guess. The old double-deckers. You know you're in London. You know you're in London when you see those buses, do you know what I mean? It's quite heartwarming for me, actually. It's the first time I've been in London for quite a while. It's actually been quite nice. Yeah, a ton of work going on in Marble Arch there, but again, we're just going through the city, just enjoying the sights. This is cool, man. So we're about to get into Regent's Park now. I'm going to stop down, get myself a bit of food, charge myself up. Quick correction, it's Hyde Park. We've already been through Regent Park. Hyde Park, you idiot. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, get myself a bite to eat, and then we're going to be heading towards the Natural Science Museum, is it? Yeah, indeed. Absolutely, mate. It's currently 12:44, so I'm already nearly 3 hours into this. So I've got to be back at Victoria by 6. So time's going pretty quickly. I haven't really done that much yet, but it's been really enjoyable just walking through. And like I said, that's nearly 3 hours. Other than my pret-a-manger, I haven't spent any money at all. And I've not at any time been bored at this point. So and we've still got plenty of places to go. So and this is working. You don't have to spend a lot of money when you're in London. Quite a large police presence all around here. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, there's a hell of a lot of police around. I'll keep you posted. Don't worry, I'm staying safe, people. Oh yeah, this is the life. This ain't bad at all. Just chilling back, enjoying my time. Enjoy life, people. Even if we do reincarnate or, you know, get sent to heaven or whatever, you might as well enjoy your time here, aren't you? That's the way I look at it. It's lovely. Sun's just come out for you, boy. Oh, and I managed to clean the mess off of the bag as well. So we're in a good place, peeps. I'm not eating this in front of you, like, because, you know, perverts and all. So that was a lovely little pit stop there. Really enjoyed that. Refreshed me a little bit. Next stop is Natural History Museum. I'm very conscious of getting there early, actually, because I think there could be a hell of a wait there. But, you know, it's free, so we're going to do what we can. So it looks like here is the old police house. So I guess that could possibly explain... the police presence earlier on. I don't know if that means it says the old police station, but I don't know if that means that it's still active. Oh yeah, you can see the old police. See the old police sign there. Can you see that? Don't know where my finger's pointing. Jesus Christ. Don't know what I'm doing. I was debating going to Kensington Gardens and the Palace, but I'm not sure if I've got enough time. We've still got plenty of time at the minute, but it is starting to go down a little. And I have no idea how long I'm going to be at the gallery, if at all. The museum, should I say. Should one say. I just said, I say. Okay, so it actually looks like we got a free art gallery here on the Serpentine. So, in the spirit of what it is I'm doing today, I suppose I should really go and take a look. It's one of those ones where it says it's free, but it sort of basically tells you, donate £5. So, I'm not that bothered. Let's go. I don't mind donating to like big museums and stuff like that, but I just can't be bothered with that. So we're just about to cross over the Serpentine now. Be better when the fence is out of the way. We'll have that in a second. We're just keeping you updated on. Oh, look at it over there. Beautiful. There we go, on this side. I'd actually love to get on one of them boats, but I just don't really have the time for it. But what beautiful place. What an absolutely stunning place this is. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we've got another supposed free art gallery here. Do I risk it? Is this just going to be another one of those ones? Like, I don't mind paying for stuff, but if they say that it's going to be a £5, just make it be a £5. Just pay a £5. Don't tell me to donate a fucking £5. Do you know what I mean? I can't be bothered with this stuff, man. Let me know where I stand, people. I'll support, just let me know where's Am. Where's Am? Not even stringing words together properly now. Okay, so I didn't go in there. A bit of a rant going on here. I love going to galleries and stuff, but I detest the gatekeepers. Am I the only one who gets that? You know what I mean? When they just make things overly complicated. People without an artistic bone in their body just gatekeeping the place and making you feel small before you go in there. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. It really does my head in. Okay, and here we have the Albert Memorial. Look at this. Pretty intense. Pretty awesome. Let's go check this out in a bit of greater detail. And there's the Royal Albert Hall as well. Look at that. Pretty impressive building. So gutted that I didn't get to see Devon Townsend there recently. That would have been amazing. Look at that. That's pretty damn impressive. That's what you want, a shot of me. That's what this was missing. Isn't that what the world's missing? More me. That's a crazy piece of architecture, man. That really is. Absolutely insane. Anyway, we don't have much time, so let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Albert Memorial one side. And then we've got the Royal Albert Hall on the other. That's pretty impressive, right? In fact, look at those buildings over there as well. Insane. Crazy. Some of the architecture in London is absolutely next level. Really has to be said. Look at the buildings around this place. Absolutely insane. Kensington Gore, don't you know? Very well to do. Okay, we're here at the Science Museum. Natural History Museum that way. Is it the same thing? It's not, is it? They're two different bits. Is it free? Last entry. Excuse me, is it free to get in? It is free. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to have a go with the Science Museum, I think. He did not seem happy to see me. Oh, God. Here we go, bag check, always. Okay, so we're in now. She did ask if I wanted to donate, and I said no, which made me feel real bad. If it makes you feel any better, next time I visit here, I'll do a double donation. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can actually come here for free if you want to. I can't lie to you, I actually made a £5 donation. couldn't help it, I just had to do it. But the point is that you can come here for free. But yeah, I paid, so there you go. Let's explore space, guys. Let's explore space. Look at this stuff, man. Crazy. Absolutely insane, the stuff that you've got in here. Really cool. Well, I guess we've explored space, people. Beamed. What's this about? Engine-free spacecraft. Not sure I agree with that. They got the old. They got Star Trek Enterprise, USS Enterprise. How can you not? Of course, old Albert. Good dude, Albert. Underrated, in my opinion. All right, so I know I paid to get in, but it's crazy to think that you can get in here for free. You know, like I said, those art museums earlier, I'm not about that. Just look at this clock. Barograph clock by Alexander Cumming. What's that, mate? Factories there. Did you know that the original school was actually constructed to basically prepare people to work in factories for the rest of their lives? Did you know that? Educational. Not a very good way to store cars, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? Defenders of the evil one. Ew, ew. With the money here, everywhere. The diner. I don't know what invention that is. We're going up to the engineers' medicine. Special exhibition, technicians. And what have we got? Number 2, Clockmakers Museum. That'll be a laugh. Oh, that's quite the entrance. Okay, well that was a good one, Ben. I've just gone round the back of the... good one to just go around the back of the exhibit, isn't it? Nothing like seeing the back of a cage. All right, there's not that much on this side either, to be fair. Chemist, Gibson and Son, opticians.
Good afternoon, Mr. Clark.
Afternoon, miss. May I speak with Mr. Gibson? The matter is rather urgent.
Naturally. Mr. Gibson, it's Colonel Rathbone's driver.
I think it's the natural history one that I want to go to more. That's the one with the dinosaur bones and stuff, so we'll go there in a bit, I think. We'll mooch off. I thought that was the Death Star for a second. What's that? Telstar satellite, 1962, service for only 16 months. I thought that was the Death Star, mate. The old phones. Oh God, I miss those days, you know, when you didn't have to, when you were out, that was it, you were out. Nobody could get hold of you. I'm a miserable bastard, I really am. It's just going on. You know, I mean, it's good value for money, especially if you can get in here for free, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to go now. You ever have that thing where you're not even looking at things anymore? It's a problem with doing YouTube. I'm not present. Time. The only real resource we actually have, right guys? Joking aside, that's why I'm doing this channel, do you know what I mean? Enjoy my time, even though I just want to get out of here now, but you know, you get what I'm saying. More clocks, you know. I appreciate a clock as much as the next person, but you know what I mean? There's only so many clocks that you can see, you know what I'm saying? So, time for me to leave. I think I'm going to try out the Natural History Museum this time. And I am absolutely not paying a donation this time. Absolutely not. Getting in for free. Okay, so that was the Science Museum done. And right next door we got the Natural History Museum. So I'm going to try that next. And I'm absolutely not going to pay any donation this time. Nothing. Absolutely not. You watch me get through here. Okay, I actually didn't pay a donation there. I just walked straight through. They didn't ask me at all there. So I feel a bit rude in a way, but nobody stopped me. So in I am. Millions of years of evolution so that people can become YouTubers. I really have wasted my life. Not sure I can show that on YouTube. And again, just chilling out. Just hanging out. One of the things I like about stuff like this, like I said, yesterday I did my video on all the tourist traps. When I went to the London Dungeon, you were just part of the crowd, you know, you kind of just had to wait around and just get taken around. I hate that stuff. One thing I love about places like this is that you're just able to go at your own pace and you're just able to do your own thing, you know what I mean? So, could they be a bit more specific? Oh, is that the old dodo? It was an ostrich, not a dodo, but hey, that's the dodo. I knew there were dodos. See, I wasn't wrong. Well, I was wrong, but this is cool. This is what we're about. This is what we're doing here for. This is why we're here, people. This is what we're doing. T-Rex restaurant. We gotta check out the T-Rex restaurant, right? I think that's about it. Hints Hall. Don't know what he's hinting at, but we'll give it a go. Oh, here we go. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. That's the proper stuff. That's the proper stuff. That's what we're here for. That's what I envisioned. All right, let's get up these stairs. Let's see these stairs, yeah? This is cool. Is that Darwin? Just hanging back. Max, relax, cool. He's just doing his thing. This is it, people. This is what we're here for, man. This is what we want. I've just realised, right, little tip for those of you, I messed up earlier on in the science hall because they had two lines where you could queue for tickets or go through with tickets, but you can get a ticket for free. So you could have actually just walked through and said that you had a ticket and then not paid. Like I said, I felt kind of bad about not paying to get into this one, but they didn't ask, so, you know, I got in for free. Look at that. That is damn impressive. That's got a bit of Benneth written all over it, that does, it really does. Look at this place. This has got like Hogwarts written all over it, man. Big old tree. (1891). So this one started in 557 AD and lasted till 1891. I mean, to be fair, it didn't really do much, it just kind of grew. Do you know what I mean? Is it a wonder? Who's this dude? What's he about? Please do not sit on the plinth. I'm not going anywhere near his plinth. Mastodon. You would best believe we're going to see the dinosaurs. Don't look like no dinosaur to me. I feel like I've been lied to, mate. There are no dinosaurs here. What's going on? Oh, this is boring. This is butterflies and stuff. I want something that tears someone's soul out, you know what I'm saying? Dull. Boring. There was one right opposite. You can't really see it. The entry to dinosaurs is further along. Nice to know. See, they got a dinosaur store here. They know where the money is, that's why. They know what people are coming here for, you know what I'm saying? All sorts of dinosaur stuff in there, look. They know exactly what they're doing to separate you with your cash. I'm tempted. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. This is what we're here for. Triceratops. Triceratops has to be one of the most metal dinosaurs, right? It really does. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. Here we go. There it is. There it is. That's what we're talking about, people. Frisky. Someone just asked, was the T-Rex famous before Jurassic Park? Fucking idiot. Life finds a way. What we got here? Stegosaurus? Stegosaurus, Triceratops, metal as it gets, my friends. Metal as it gets. You know we're leaving after this, right? I mean, as soon as we've seen the dinosaurs, we're done. There's nothing else to see. Not very realistic. Another Triceratops. I'd mess you up, man. You know what I'm saying? Right, I think we're done. I might try a few other bits, but come on. What else is going to compare to the dinosaurs? You know what I mean? It's just, we're done. We're done. Seen everything you got to show. Nature Discovery Garden. Ain't been funny, mate, but it looks pretty much like any other garden. Not my garden. So that's the Science Museum and the Natural History Museum done. What time are we looking at now? 3:30. So I've not got that much time left, actually. 2.5 hours to get back to Victoria. But I've also got to be earlier for the train, for the coach. So I'm going to make myself... Where do I go? I think I'm going to head towards Buckingham Palace now and take things from there. From that point, I know where I am anyway, so I'll see what time it is by the time I get back to there. And that'll allow me to assess what I do with the rest of my time. But we're getting through it. Like I said, I haven't stopped so far. Has to be said, that's a really impressive looking building. I've been really lucky because today's a Tuesday and I've not had any problem getting in anywhere. I passed this place on, was it Saturday? No, Sunday. When I was arriving on the coach, we actually drove past here on the way in and it was mobbed. The queue outside of this place was absolutely insane. It was bank holiday weekend as well, so I don't know if it's just because I've done it on a Tuesday, everything's that much more manageable, but yeah, pretty easy so far. There's Harrods. I've never actually been round here before. That's, what's he looking at? What's he looking at? Some security guard just giving me the eye there. I don't know what that was for. Like there's anything wrong with fucking filming Harrods. So yeah, that's Harrods over there. Never actually been there. Never been in this area, actually, I don't think, of London. Never had any cause to. I was actually thinking of doing a video in there. I think they got a sandwich that's like £27 or something like that. So I was going to test it out. Apparently it's quite tasty, but I spent enough money and it certainly wouldn't work on today's challenge. Big old building. And there's a bus. I'll tell you one thing I have definitely noticed. Your boy has put on some weight. I have put on quite a few pounds over the last year or so. And I'll tell you what, I have really felt it this last 3 days. Lugging this gut around with me. I'm going to do something about that, trust me. Get back to it, get the old long distance running going, and get this gut going. Because I intend to be doing these travel videos a lot more, and I want to be going further afield. I want to be going to Europe and America, and I want to go all over the world. And traveling light is not just the backpack, you know what I mean? My back would probably thank me for having less of a gut, I'll tell you that. So yeah, things are changing, people. Things are going to be changing. Harvey Nichols there. Sort of the posh one, isn't it? I don't know. You can tell I don't normally frequent those types of places. You know what I'm saying? We've got a casino there. This is definitely one of those areas where people get really funny with you filming. Like the amount of security I've seen around here, and every single one of them is checking out my camera. But not in like an inquisitive way, more like it's a threat. Like, what the fuck are you doing with that? So, I don't know. As far as I know, you're allowed to... Oh, hang on. We're back on the park. All right, so we're virtually back at, we're virtually off the road now anyway, but we might as well get back onto Hyde Park just for this last little bit. I could have followed that along all the way instead of being on the bloody road, to be honest with you, but I didn't. Paddy van, that's a strange word. And there's the park again. All right, let's get back over on the park. I think I might have myself a little sit down, to be honest with you. Starting to feel it in the old dogs. Starting to bark just a little bit. Can you get the bikes for free? I should have had a look into that earlier, shouldn't I? Then again, it takes the fun out of it. So what? I've walked everywhere, it's good. Yet again, much like when I did the 25 miles along the Cotswold Way, my Garmin is pretty much only a quarter charged, so I can't track it on that. I'd love to have known how many miles I've done today. It's a fair old trek, I'll tell you. So I've got a bit of a decision to make in a minute, because I'm getting back to, I'm going to be nearing Buckingham Palace in a minute. And the problem I've got is that Victoria is one way, and then Westminster, like Piccadilly, the embankment and all that, is the other. So I'm going to have to see if I've got enough time to actually be able to do anything. I might just be able to walk up quickly, see Big Ben and everything, just to get it on the video. Do you know what I mean? You've got to see Big Ben, haven't you? Well, you're seeing him. It's not true. So I've decided, even though it's going to take me past Victoria, which I'm then going to have to come back to catch my coach, I'm going to get up to Westminster, I think. It's about a 35-minute walk from where I am. So I've got time to get up there, get some footage of Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, what's it called, London Eye, and yeah, the River Thames, of course. You've got to have that on a video like this, haven't you? So yeah, I'm going to do that, get that footage, then come back, see Buckingham Palace, and then it's back to Victoria to catch my coach. All in all, it's been a pretty full-on day, so yeah. Okay, Hyde Park corner. I apologise for the microphone, by the way. My other one's charging up as we speak, so we're going to have to go to the onboard microphone, which is shit, but that's the way it goes. Roll. Never forget, people. Let's go and have a look at this one down here as well. Go here. So here we've got the Australian War Memorial, dedicated in the presence of Her Majesty the Queen. The sounds of London. Yeah, so there we go. I know I shouldn't get mad at this, but you know when somebody does their best to get out of your way and by doing so just gets right in your face? I shouldn't be annoyed. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tuckered out, people. So let's go. Okay, so I've got a bit of a conundrum. Buckingham Palace is currently right over there to my very right, but it kind of feels wrong to show it now and then to come back to it later. So I'm gonna, we're gonna go see Westminster and then I'll show Buckingham Pal, Buck Pal as I call it, on the way back to Victoria. Okay, well, good news, we're back with a proper microphone again now anyway, so at least that should improve that for this last bit. I'm going to try and get to Trafalgar Square as well. I've decided, just try and get as much in as we can. So my point, I'm walking down this bit. I can never remember this road. It's the one with all the, it's the one where they do all the parades. I should know that, really. I'm England, Hampshire-ish. But yeah, I'm going to head to Trafalgar Square, and I'm going to walk up the embankment to the Houses of Parliament, then back through the park, and finally off to Victoria for home. So I've got about 90 minutes to do it in. Should be okay. Should be okay. I should do it in an hour, but, well, if I don't, I'm fucked. One thing I will say though, I've actually done pretty good for food today. I was saying earlier on about being a fat twat, but I can go quite a while without food when I want to. I guess because I've got such a bulk to work off of, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean,
I've never done it to anyone.
He was just saying he's never done it to anyone. I don't know what he hasn't done, but not sure I really want to know, to be honest. After that revealing information about my body weight, followed by some hilarious observational comedy, I continued my journey toward Westminster, blissfully unaware of the fact that my microphone had stopped working, which is starting to become a bit of a recurring theme in my videos. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on an upcoming Valencia video where a similar yet hilarious situation occurred. Anyway, on with the journey. By the way, I'm recording this in my car. I grabbed some footage of Trafalgar Square before continuing on toward the embankment via Northumberland Avenue. I'm pretty sure that a lot of this footage was me moaning about how I was starting to feel tired at this point, which is fair enough, as I would later work out that I had actually travelled 18 miles overall, so save the judgment for yourself. Usually I would take a break in the beautiful Victoria Embankment Gardens, but due to the lack of time available to me, I would have to make do with a passing visit on my way to the embankment itself. Here I would collect multiple amounts of footage of the London Eye for some reason, though at least it would provide me with video of the Thames itself. I also point at the aquarium which I had visited the day before and features in my Visiting 3 London Tourist Traps video, which is currently my highest rated video on this channel at the time of recording this voiceover. Next up would be Big Ben, which I know is the name of the bell, not the building. That would be Elizabeth's Tower, but it will always be Big Ben to me, alright? Parliament Square Garden was up next, with statues of Churchill and some other people that I was frankly too tired to give a damn about at this point. Next I would find myself walking alongside St James Park, where thankfully for me the microphone started working again. I truly despise writing voiceover. Well, look at this, these little dudes just walked straight up to me wanting some food. Look at this. I was just chilling, changing my GoPro battery, and they just fucking march up. Which actually reminds me that I haven't actually ate since, about 5 hours ago now? I don't actually feel that hungry, strangely enough. Just checking I didn't leave anything here. I'm getting tired now. It's definitely the day coming to an end. Nearly 8 hours worth of walking. Yeah, so it's just occurred to me that I haven't actually eaten. I don't know if I'm going to get enough time to pick anything up for the coach, the way things are going. So it might be that I am well under my £20 budget anyway, and just bloody starving, which is not ideal. Bearing in mind, like I said, I didn't have to pay the £5 for the Science Museum, all right? We've discussed it, we've been over that. We've forgiven me for it. I did get in the Natural History Museum, though, free. That was good. Yes, the last bit of London. Oh, my country. Another thing I could really do with at this point as well is the damn toilet. It's amazing how you can be in a city and still find it difficult to find a place to frequent. It's too much information. It's just occurred to me as well that I didn't bother really filming any of the park as I was going through it, but I've probably got some footage of that I did on the very first day, so I can just put that in there. I could have done that with all of this, to be fair. Not only that, I just walked the wrong way, so I've got to climb over this fence. At my age, it's getting tougher and tougher, I'll tell you. And there it is. Buckingham Palace, people. There's all the gates. We were there over that side earlier on. We've done the loop. The loop of Ben. And we'll have a better look in a minute. I might as well get a shot right outside it, haven't I? I got this damn close. There you go, I've done it. Simple as that. Now we're out of here. Probably some quite nice rooms in there, I'd imagine. Can't out wonder, but you know, there you go. Back to Victoria now for the coach home. Okay, there it is. Victoria coach station. I'm done. I've got about 5 minutes before my coach leaves. So no food for me. So I did it, people. Well under budget. Simple. London for a day with zero, well, not zero cash, but very little cash. I can't think of any way to end this. Benneth out.